college students. Who hasn't pulled an almost all-nighter to make sure you hit the deadline? But I think my biggest thing is just I wish I'd gotten involved with more things earlier on.
Mm-hmm. I guess now that we're about to go into 2024, you have a whole blank slate ahead of you. So is there any sort of goals or accomplishment or anything you want to be involved with, I guess, going forward? Anything looking forward? Yeah,
I really want to try and branch out in computer science a little bit. I've been very focused with what I've been doing. We're a very Java-based school, which doesn't mean much, but more or less we're only using one language for a lot of it, and I've branched out a little bit. But I want to try and learn as much as I can on my own on computer science, so that way when I'm going out to jobs, when I'm possibly going to grad school, I have more tools in my toolbox, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure you're off to great things as well. I know you've had a lot of success so far, so
yeah.
2024 will be a good year, I'm sure. But thank you for taking the time to talk on the show tonight and give us a little bit of a explainer into the stuff you're doing up here. I know it's really interesting. After the break, we're going to be reacting to some of your moments from the last few weeks with snapshots, so make sure to stick around.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
no.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
Who is 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer to that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions. Welcome back, everyone, and let's get right into our snapshots. This is a chance for our viewers at home to submit photos and videos from your lives. I think it's a great way to connect with everyone watching at home. And we've had a long time since the last episode, so we've had a lot to catch up on. So without further ado, let's get started. If we could put some of the first snapshots on screen, please. So this is from our teleprompter, Ryan. He went with the ski club out to Vermont to Killington Peak. So he was nice enough to submit some photos and some videos for us to see. This was the ski club you saw in the first picture, and then we got the nice mountain. That's a lot of snow out there, but I picked these not only because that sounds like an amazing trip, but also because it's starting to snow in Oswego.
It is starting to snow.
And winter weather is coming, so what are your thoughts? I know you have to wake up early and walk out probably in the snow a lot, so.
Yeah, well, the day I was recording on Thursday, it was not, a blizzard, but there was plenty of snow out there. I love the snow until I have to drive in it, then I like it a little less. But yeah. I'm excited for it to be winter again. I love summer, but.
So far we've had like one real snow day. And then a lot of it has just been sprinkles here and there in the morning, but I feel like it's going to be a very snow-heavy winter based on the fact that we're getting snow this early.
Yeah, I think especially come January, I think we might get a little bit of a wallop, but we'll see. Who really knows?
I'm excited though. I love I don't, again, like you, I don't like going out in the snow itself, but I like getting some hot cocoa and like
curling right up with a fire and a blanket.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So I'm excited for the winter weather. Let's move on to the second snapshot if we could, please. So I want to give a quick shout out to my brother, Patrick, who might be watching this soon. He is currently a freshman at Stony Brook University down home on Long Island. He is a mechanical engineering major, and for his final exam for his class, him and like some of his teammates had to build something, so they built this tank. If we could go to the next picture. This was super cool. He showed me a video of it. It's like, it has this like light tracking on it, so it can follow like a target as you move around, and it shoots water out of it too. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to that. He was working on it over break a little bit too, but I just thought it was super cool, so I just wanted to show it on the show. But this, I wanted to bring it up also because of finals. This was his final exam. We got a lot of final exams coming, so what are your thoughts going into it? I know this is like your last push, I guess, but
so that was his final. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really neat seeing project finals instead of like tests, especially for freshman year. I know I've been helping TA a class, and if they had a final project, that would be awesome. But they have an exam, which is fine. But
yeah.
I know for my finals, I don't have any tests, but I do have some papers and projects that I'm finishing up, so that's exciting.
Yeah, I got like 2 exams and a couple papers, but my like area is just a lot of final projects. So yeah. This semester it's been a little lighter on the projects themselves. It's been more writing heavy, but it's just, I'm just waiting for the final push, and then we will make it out, and it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, we're right at the tail end. It's just a couple papers, a couple tests.
Yeah,
just
keep typing, it'll be fine. Let's move on to the third snapshot if we could. So this was my picture. This was over Thanksgiving break. To go home, I take the train from here down to the city, and then I take the train home from there, the LIRR. But this was this was the day before Thanksgiving, I believe. And so right outside Penn Station is the famous Macy's store, like the Macy's store where they have the Thanksgiving Day parade. It was just so pretty. There were so many tourists. Like, I was like, guys, not to be like that New Yorker that's like, get out of the way, whatever, but it was just a lot of people just standing there taking pictures, and I was trying to walk around and like do a little sightseeing while I had some time to spare between trains. But I thought it was so pretty. The store itself was really, really nicely done, and it was cool to see the store like before the parade. I've never like seen it all decked out like that.
The behind the scenes.
Yes, but this is just like the holiday season is coming, I'm excited. I know like the city down the street, they have a lot of lights up, and it's just really pretty. So what do you think?
I'm excited. I know my neighbors for the past couple of years put on quite a light show. They have their whole front yard completely decked out in decorations and lights, and it's all timed to music too. So the Macy's store looked pretty, but I think the Hopkins might have them beat. So I'm excited to head home and see that again.
That sounds cool. I got a couple neighbors down the block from me that it's like every square inch of their lawn is covered, and it's like a competition every year, see who could go the grandest with it. But
did you know that there's a Christmas light convention in Las Vegas every year?
No.
Or at least it was in Las Vegas. Yeah, my neighbor went to that.
Wow, that's dedication right there. No, I'm just excited. I always like seeing during the holiday season, seeing everything get all dressed up and make things seem a little nicer. I'm excited to decorate the house a little bit, put up maybe some paper snowflakes, and just make it look a little cute for the holidays.
Yeah, I'll have to put up, my sister made me an advent calendar of ornaments that I'm slowly unwrapping. They're all animated characters, so I'm excited to keep unwrapping those.
That's nice. And how about we move to the last snapshot, please? So, quick shout out. I've been working the hockey games on Friday and Saturday. Friday's game was a rough one, but yesterday's game last night, it was really good. We beat Utica, which was like one of the top teams in the nation. So we have our AP, Jacob, and our director, Garrett Chan. We have another picture of Melinda too, if we could put that up. So we got Melinda out there doing the Cam 4 action out in the crowd. We got we had an interview with one of the star players of the game afterwards, but yeah, hockey season is in full force at this point. It's said that break is coming up, so it's kind of like, well, whatever. I mean, I'll be here for break, but the student section is what makes a hockey game, so.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Friday was rough, but Saturday was much better. We came back Saturday. I meant to get clips for the Friday night hockey game, but I didn't. But it's probably best that we just try and forget.
Let's forget that one. But Saturday night, you guys should check it out. We have a live stream of it. It was a really good production, good game, and everything. So. Yeah, hockey, I love hockey. It's really fun.
It's a fun time.
I hope I can get back in the rink in the student section for maybe one of the last games, but yeah.
But then who will run the show?
We got a lot of people back there who will handle it. So, yeah, that was a good round of snapshots. I think it covered everything nicely.
Yeah, no, I love being able to see everything. I like getting to talk about it too. Shout out Patrick again for an awesome final project. That I think was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for the show tonight. First off, thank you again for coming on and talking through everything.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it was nice to learn a little bit more about what you've been doing and with your final semester here. Any quick final thoughts?
Not at all. Just it's the end. We can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. I believe in you. Congratulations if you're graduating, and you're almost there if you're not.
Okay, well, yeah, congrats to everyone. It's time for me to say my goodbyes as well. Thank you to everyone watching at home. You know who you are. My family, my friends, everyone watching. As I come to the end of my second season, it's been really, really nice to have your support throughout my time here on the show and throughout this journey. I think I said this on the first season finale, but I remember being so scared of starting this whole thing. I was like, this is never going to work out. I would have no clue how it turned out, but I've just been really happy putting this all together and meeting so many new amazing people here, not only on the show, but in the crew and everyone behind the scenes as well. I want to give a quick shout out to, again, all the amazing students behind the scenes that are all back in the control room that you don't see. They all helped to put together this show. It's like, I can't believe the community that we have here. It's wouldn't be possible without you guys, and I'm always appreciative of all your help. And I'd also like to give a quick shout out to our director Garrett, who's working back there. You saw him in the picture. He's graduating as well. Yeah, just he's done great things. I know he's going to be off to amazing success in the real world. So Garrett, congratulations. Keep going, you got this. With all that being said, goodbye for now. Have a wonderful holiday season. And for one last time, smile, because you're on camera. Have a good night, guys.
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, there are these student leaders that are continuing to take on new roles. We're sitting down with the Vice President and President-elect of the Student Association.
Plus, controversial speaker Sharice Trump is returning to campus next week. The latest on that event and other events in What's Up Oswego.
And 4 presidents took on the Big Apple today, what is bringing the 2 frontrunners and some backup to the Empire State.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Sammy Sozio.
And I'm Amani Zella Cruz. Thank you for joining us.
Over the past week, WTOP-10 has been introducing you to Aiden Wilson and Tega Adjo, who just won the election for Student Association President and Vice President.
To get to know a little more about the next officers of SA, our Scott Brubaker sat down with both the student leaders to talk about their plans for office in the next academic year.
The meeting is called to order.
Lanigan 104 is where Student Association Vice President Tega Adjo calls the Senate to order every week, a job where she says she's gained a lot of experience advocating for students.
I was happy to be reelected and, given another chance to continue the projects that I already started this semester and, expand more and, be better.
Now that Adjo has been confirmed by the Senate for a second term, she says she plans to work to create friendly gym hours for women and non-binary students, rework the SA bylaws, and expand DEI trainings in clubs and organizations.
Advocacy for students, and I believe in informed advocacy is effective advocacy, so just always going around talking to students and just asking them how can we be better there for you, because for us to truly advocate for them, we need to know what the issue is and how we can truly be there for them.
One of Adjo's responsibilities as vice president is to run the Student Association Senate meetings. This is where her and current president Austin Davis get most of their agenda done. However, this upcoming year, Adjo will be working with a new president. The Senate has also confirmed current finance director Aiden Wilson as the next Student Association president. Wilson says that he is excited about his new role and plans to do a lot while in office.
Top priority is really student engagement and leadership on campus. I'm a strong advocate for saying that when you come here in college, you need the experience to really land a good job.
This is Wilson's first time running for SA president. Both Wilson and Adjo say they couldn't have done it without the support of the students and current SA officials.
Because my job as SA Vice President is to do nothing but serve you all and make sure you all have a great college experience.
So thank you so much to you, the Oswego student body. I really do hope to represent you for you, so just bring your concerns to me and I will be an advocate for you.
Wilson will be sworn in and Adjo will be re-sworn in to their roles at the end of the semester. In Oswego, Scott Brubaker, WTOP-10.
In addition to thanking the students who got them elected into office, both Wilson and Adjo are also thanking the current SA president, Austin Davis.
They both say that they have learned so much during their time. Hear from him. Davis says that no matter who the students voted for, it was still a great election.
In some more fast-paced news, a man is behind bars after a high-speed pursuit that started in Oswego and ended in Syracuse after he drove with no insurance and an expired license. Michael Malahik of Oswego was arrested and charged with multiple traffic tickets, 5 counts of reckless endangerment, and criminal possession of a weapon after driving into multiple police cars and into oncoming traffic on I-81. Police say he also had an unwilling passenger. He is currently in Oswego County Jail and awaits trial.
We first brought to you a story on Monday about tax reassessments happening on houses in Oswego. The reassessments are the first to happen in Oswego in 27 years, and some residents would see increases of upwards of 80%. The community showed their concerns at a public forum on the 20th. To address questions on the project, Mayor Rob Corradino has announced additional ways to learn about the project. Those who have questions are encouraged to email, text, or fill out an online forum.
Welcome to What's Up Oswego,
a segment where we tell you about events happening on and off campus in the coming day. Tomorrow, students are invited to stop by and talk to the Office of Dean of Students. There will be a table set up at the Marano Campus Center near the auditorium. The event will be happening from 12:30 until 2 p.m. Students are encouraged to stop by with any questions, concerns, or just to introduce yourself and say hello. They are encouraging students to come out and talk.
The College Republican and Turning Point USA are hosting Charisse Trump, no relation to the former president, to speak on April 2nd in The Space. The organizers have said that Charisse brings a wealth of experience and insight into the suppression and the vital importance of free speech in the university setting. This is Charisse's second time visiting Oswego campus. Last year, she was met with a protest by students. WTOP-10 reached out to Charisse Trump for an interview. Both her and the Oswego TP USA chapter president denied our request.
The student leadership ceremony is recognizing students and organizations who have made SUNY Oswego a better place to live and learn. The event is presented by the Department of Student Engagement and Leadership and the Office of the Provost. The ceremony will include an array of hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and refreshments, served as the university celebrates another outstanding year of involvement by its community. The event is taking place on April 4th at 6 p.m. in the Sheldon Ballroom. That's all for this week's edition of What's Up Oswego.
Now let's take a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Evan Bidron.
Evan, how's the weather?
It's been great. I mean, today was another seasonably cool, calm day in Oswego. We're going to have more of these days going forward into Easter weekend. And looking at our 6 to 10 day temperature or precipitation outlook, a lot of dry air across much of the Ohio River Valley. And that's going to be sticking around all the way until April 8th. And we all know what April 8th is, the day of the eclipse. So make sure to stay tuned because I'll have more on your eclipse forecast and your full forecast coming up after the break. But first, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Evan. Coming up on WTOP-10 Nightly News, a U.S. journalist is being detained in Russia. Why his appeal to be released is being denied.
But first, tolls may not just be something on the I-90, where you may have to pay a little extra when getting in the car. More on this after the break.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Bidron. Again, like I said, we're trending more dry over the next 6 to 10 days leading up to the eclipse. So for those of you who are curious about what the eclipse is going to be looking like as of now, a lot of models have been switching around between rain, sun, clouds. And so again, totality in Oswego is 3:23 p.m. on the 8th. And right now we are looking at like a mix of sun and clouds. So it could be worse. Before we were looking at a winter storm, then we're looking at rain. Now we're just trending drier with some sun and clouds around the area. But looking at our current temperatures right now, Oswego's sitting at 38. Much of the state hanging out in the upper 30s, low 40s. And as we go through the night tonight into tomorrow morning, we're getting even colder into the lower 30s. But today was another above average day, bringing us our average or our above totals to 24 days throughout the entire month. And we still have 3 days left in March, and those are looking also above average. So March looking like it's going to be only 3 days below average, one normal for this time of year, which is very unseasonably warm. So looking at tonight's forecast, again, 33 degrees as our low tonight. Light winds out of the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some areas in the upper hills can maybe see temperatures in the upper 20s. And so looking at your out the door forecast tomorrow, starting out 9 a.m., 38 degrees, warming up into the mid 40s by 1 p.m. tomorrow, decreasing slightly heading towards dinner time, and rounding out your day after sunset, we hang out in the upper 30s. And for our regionals highs tomorrow, around the 40s across much of Oswego County, Oswego at 45, Fulton at 44. And for Easter Sunday, or actually Easter weekend, Friday looking sun and clouds, 45. Saturday, also sun and clouds. We're near 50 on Saturday, but not quite reaching 50 degrees. Easter Sunday looking beautiful at 48 degrees, also sun and clouds. And for your 7-day forecast, Friday, 45, sun and clouds. Saturday, nearing 50 again, sun and clouds. Monday, warming up into the mid-50s, but more clouds returning to our area. And starting out your midweek next week, rain returning to our area, switching over to a wintry mix by Wednesday into Thursday with temperatures still in the mid-40s. That was all for my forecast. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Evan. Moving on to state news, people gathered to honor New York City police officer Jonathan Diller, who was shot and killed while conducting a traffic stop. Among the mourners was former President Donald Trump. On Monday, Diller was responding to a vehicle illegally parked at a bus stop. The passenger in the car allegedly shot at officers, hitting Diller. The suspect was also injured when Diller's partner returned fire. Flags across the state will be lowered to half staff for his funeral on Saturday.
Trump was not the only president in New York today. Barack Obama and Bill Clinton joined President Biden at New York City Radio Music Hall for Biden's re-election campaign. Obama is becoming increasingly involved in Biden's campaign as he took part in an organizing call to mark the 14th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act on Saturday. The event at Radio City Music Hall is the first time all three men have came together this campaign season. The event was hosted by comedian Jimmy Kimmel.
New York City is the first U.S. city to approve congestion pricing, aka toll lines. It was approved yesterday during a transit board vote, but may be shot down by New Jersey's governor, who calls the program a cash grab. If the program isn't shut down, it could be put in place in Manhattan as soon as June.
Moving on to some national news, after a cargo ship ran into the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing the bridge to collapse, investigators have found 2 of the 6 bodies on the construction workers that died. Search efforts have been paused for the other 4 workers who are presumed to be dead. Cole Higgins reports on what is being called a salvage rescue.
We're now moving from a recovery mode to a salvage operation.
Maryland State Police Colonel Roland Butler announcing Wednesday evening that recovery efforts for 4 people presumed dead after Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed in the frigid Patapsco River are on hold.
Because of the superstructure surrounding what we believe are the vehicles and the amount of concrete and debris, divers are no longer able to safely navigate or operate around that.
New traffic cam video shows what happened moments before that collapse. The data recorder was recovered from the ship Tuesday. National Transportation Safety Board investigators learning alarms went off 45 minutes after the ship left the terminal. The pilot sending a mayday call to shut down traffic. With dozens of ships headed toward the port now needing to be diverted, the focus is to rebuild.
The reality is that for all those jobs and for all the commerce that goes through the Port of Baltimore, opening that channel is the priority.
The collapse of the Key Bridge is a global crisis. The national economy and the world's economy
depends on the Port of Baltimore.
But extreme weather conditions are making recovery efforts for this disaster tough.
I mean, it's cold. It's cold water. It's raining, and you have current and all sorts of waterway challenges.
Restating Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg's statement, rebuilding won't be quick or easy. I'm Cole Higgins reporting.
Temperature in Maryland is expected to rise over the next few days, which will hopefully aid efforts in the search, but rain is also on its way by the start of the next work week, which may bring up more of the problems they are currently facing.
The Moscow court has rejected a U.S. journalist's appeal against an extended detention. Journalist Gershkovich has been accused of attempting to obtain state secrets. He was arrested during a reporting trip this month and has been put in detention until March 30th. His attorney tried to appeal the extended detention on Tuesday, but it was rejected today. If Gershkovich is convicted, he will face up to 20 years in prison. Still to come on WTOP-10 Nightly News. As April 8th approaches, the solar eclipse isn't the only rare event happening. What company is releasing a limited edition snack that will come and go as quickly as the eclipse?
And a magazine that ceased publication in 2000 is being revived. What celebrity is bringing it back to life after the break?
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but
here.
you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up with that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
Here's your health and consumer report. Life magazine is getting a new life. The periodical is being revived by Bedford Media, which was founded by model Carly Claus and her husband. Officials at Bedford say that this relaunch will include print magazine and a strong digital presence. In a statement, Claus says life will be, quote and unquote, an uplifting and unifying voice in a chaotic media landscape.
In other news, SunChips is releasing a limited edition snack as rare as a total solar eclipse. It's the Solar Eclipse limited edition pineapple habanero and black bean spicy Gouda. Company officials say these chips will bring flavor buds, quote, the bright heat of the sun with the spicy cheese of the moon. However, these special bags will only be available during the 4 minutes, 27 seconds of the eclipse at sunchipsolareclipse.com.
If you are planning on viewing the eclipse, you will need ISO certified glasses to prevent damage to your retinas. You can get your hands on some free glasses at several chain stores, including Warby Parker locations nationwide, more than 400 My Eye Doctor locations, and Jenny's Ice Cream. With the purchase of one or more of the floor flavors that celebrate the eclipse. The offer is available online now.
It may be opening day for the MLB, but there are still a lot of sports going on here in Oswego.
That's right, Nasir Mikkel is here with the latest. Nasir?
Nasir Mikkel for sports news today, a Wrestling Hall of Fame inductee, women's lacrosse, all coming up after the break on WTOP-10. Good luck, Doug.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and become briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Sports. I'm Nasir Mikkel, and let's get started. For his lifetime of service in wrestling, SUNY Oswego's wrestling coach Mike Howard is being inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Howard started his Oswego wrestling career in 1984, acting as a 2-time co-captain. After assistant coaching for 3 years, Howard was hired as Oswego's head coach in 1989. Many wrestlers under Mike Howard's guidance have collected high amounts of accolades and championships, showing why the 34-season coach is being added to the Hall of Fame in September. The Oswego women's softball team are back at home this weekend. Coming off their victory against the University of Maine at Presque Isle, the Lakers are taking on the University of St. Louis on Saturday in the first game of this weekend's doubleheader. The Lakers are facing St. Lawrence for the second time in college women's softball history, having not played against each other since spring 2017. The Lakers are looking to add a win to their belts after losing in their last game against St. Lawrence. First pitch will be at 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon. The women's lacrosse teams face SUNY Geneseo at home, and reporter Lucas Marquise has full report.
The women's lacrosse team lost their first game in SUNYAC here at the Laker Turf Stadium.
It was a good start for the Lakers, with Sella Wheeling scoring just 8 seconds into the game. Wheeling achieved 200 ground balls on last night's game. With the Lakers opening the lead so early, it allowed many counterattacks during the first period, and the Knights to open a 5-2 lead. However, during the other 3 periods, the Lakers improved their defense and play creations, getting closer to score and breaking the Knights' defensive system, forcing the goalie to make more saves. But it wasn't enough, causing the Knights to take home the victory with an 11-7 score. Lakers' next game will be against Oneonta at home, and this game will be dedicated to the 6 graduating seniors on the team.
Lucas joins us in the studio now. So Lucas, what is your expectations for the upcoming game?
I think it's going to be a really hard game. I think Oswego is slightly favored since they have a best and better record compared to Oneonta, but let's see what happens this Saturday.
Thank you, thank you. On to news about the New York Mets. Opening day against the Brewers was originally scheduled for this afternoon, but with a forecast prediction of 100% chance of rain, officials have rescheduled the game to Friday. This marks the second year in a row where the Mets' home opener was washed out by rain. Mets officials say the tickets and parking passes will be valid for Friday's windy mid-50s day with no extra charge. Moving on to more sports about New York, we talk about the New York Knicks. They led the Brunson and McBride were like milk and cookies, going back and forth, being a good team, just like the perfect combination, scoring multiple threes of the night. Brunson passing off to McBride, shooting off a three-point shot, ending the night with 6 points. Going back to the Raptors side, Hart passes off an alley-oop to Hartenstein, ending that quarter off with WTOP-10 Nightly News will be right back after this break.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back. Hip hopping on down the trail. Our pet of the week this week is Bunny.
However, she's not an actual bunny. She's a 10-year-old orange tabby cat.
Bunny is looking for a quiet retirement home to spend the rest of her days.
Bunny is fully vaccinated and spayed. Although a little overweight, she's very active and will be perfectly fine around other pets and older kids. Her adoption fee is $50.
Isn't she just so cute? Who wouldn't love to have her?
I'm not a big cat guy, but that is a pretty cute cat.
I agree. I mean, I definitely would want a cat. Cat or dog, I'll take either or.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to join him. I think I'm more on the dog side though.
But she's so cute. You should get her.
I gotta ask Evan, what's your opinion on the weather being so wish-washy? You know, cold, hot, cold, hot.
I mean, New York weather. Yeah. That's how it always is every single year. And so, I mean, we're finally starting to level out in temperature. We're gonna be staying in the 40s, no more 70s to 20s, the 30s, 20s.
Do you think Friday's prediction for the game will still stay up?
Yeah. I mean, this Friday's looking cloudy and just perfect.
That's our report for tonight.
Thank you so much for watching. This is WTOP-10 Nightly News. Have a great night, everyone.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, is Chris here?
I mean, he's in bed right now, but...
May I come in?
Yeah, come on in.
It's showtime! What? It's showtime, Chris. And we don't have much more time. Come on, let's go to the studio. What? Oh.
Can I come?
Sure, let's go.
Okay.
Well, we're back again for Entertainment Breach Episode 2. I'm, of course, Dawson. That's Chris. And we have a new face here today, but we'll get into him in just a minute. We have some wonderful segments coming up for today, including some segments from last episode.
Yes, we do. But before, let's take a look at the guy to my left here, the one and only Mr. Joey DeVito.
I'm happy to be here. As you said before, I am Joey, and I am unhappily your roommate.
Unhappily, yes. Unhappily, really.
I believe the word was begrudgingly.
It was, but means the same thing.
Yes, it does.
Well, you were already on the show once before. I mean,
yeah, in one of the segments.
Also, let's get this off. I had to run out of the room. It was not too fun. I mean,
Yes, cameraman Joey, everyone. This is
cameraman Joey, as well as two-time interviewer Joey from
interviewer Joey. Yes, he did a
man of
fantastic
many
job.
talents.
He will not be doing that again.
No, never again.
What does that mean?
No, it was just because I held the camera so shaky last time.
Oh yeah, no,
it's really my fault. You did a great job.
We gotta get you better at the camera work.
Oh my camera work could be better. Anyway.
Yeah, but that's fine. We always got time to learn.
Yeah. All right.
So,
what do we
coming
got?
up here, we have our 0.5 frenzy. So, as we take a look at starting some 0.5.
Oh my God!
Interesting.
That is a beautiful.
That is an image.
Is that why you took a picture of? What am I supposed to be rating these?
Yeah, we're just gonna.
What am I rating? You didn't explain anything to me. Rating them out of 5?
Yeah, let's rate them out of 5. Why not?
I give that a 0.
Honestly,
that's awful.
That's an absolute 5. What do you
my
mean,
Lord,
dude?
That's
absolutely
so clearly a 5.
Makes my nose look like ugh.
Exactly.
All right, next one.
Oh, here we go.
He looks
wow.
terrified. Chris, when did you
I'm
take
normally
these?
terrified around Chris.
I
Chris.
I took that about like 10 minutes ago, actually.
Yeah, you did. I remember that.
He looks scared. You can't scare our first guest.
He did scare me when he did that.
Yeah, no. I'd say
I'm giving it a 3.
Next one.
I'm giving it a 3.
4.
Oh,
our AP Mike Neckers.
Is that Mike? I guess
that is Mike.
I give that a 3.
No, I give that a 4.
I like the way the glasses frame the picture. I'm saying it's like a 4 at least.
Yeah, and I also like, especially because you get a lot of emphasis on the nose there.
Yeah, it looks edited.
I think that's
the nose. All right, next.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, and that is our video playback guy. No, not video playback. I'm sorry. I believe audio. Ryan.
Yeah, that's going to be my future roommate, Ryan. Why did he let you do this to you?
You know,
the glasses.
I don't know why he let me take the photo of him.
All right,
let's go 4 out of 5.
Oh! This one.
It's not even I guess it is a 0.5, but
no, it was a 0.5.
It is.
It was with the macaroni and cheese box on my head.
We're gonna want returning guests.
Isn't that my contact picture in your phone?
It is your contact phone on my phone. That is like 10 out of 5.
Next.
10, absolutely.
Oh, here we go.
Can I say that's a 20 out of 5? Because that's what happened there.
Man.
So, I mean, I had the hat on backwards,
next
covering my
time.
eyebrows, kind of.
It looks like somebody's pulling your whole head back.
Okay.
All right, let's go for the next one. Oh, another one.
Chris. All right, next. That's enough, Chris.
Oh my!
Enough of me.
What is that?
It looks like a statue of a dog. I wonder where that was taken.
Chris, you took that.
I
Oh.
did take that.
Oh, we're going on to our next segment.
Not yet.
Yeah, oh,
but
well, soon.
I want to know where. I wonder where that was taken. Maybe we'll find out later.
We wonder where.
All right.
All right.
So I mean, I gotta say, I think that was some pretty good .5s. You know.
Some of them were pretty good.
Some of them were pretty good. I really like that first one, especially though. Especially with You okay there, Austin?
Chris,
Austin's
you make
regretting
me
being on the
regret
show with you.
making you the host every day.
That's my job, but you still need me.
I know, you do all the work.
All right.
Anyway, we're going to be going to break soon, so...
Yep. So when we come back, this episode's edition of Hockey 100, your favorite, plus a little discussion about a tiny little trip that one of us made over spring break. Stay tuned, people.
This trip.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right, listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
All right,
well,
I'll take a chance.
Oh, you guys enjoying your game
Your
there?
building loan matures.
Well-
Collect $150. Yeah, let's go.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. In case you didn't figure it out after watching last episode, I'm a massive hockey fan. So we're actually gonna I decided, you know what? Last week I liked the pre-recorded, but why not do it live? So let's take a look into all my thoughts from the past few weeks of hockey right now in the Hockey 100. So first up, we have the Rangers have made it into the playoffs. They got in and are trying to get into the top of the division against their division rivals, the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's see what Mika's advantage I have to say.
But we're not done. We have a battle with Carolina right now for the #1 spot in our division. So we have a travel day tomorrow. Enjoy tonight and get right back at it.
Next up, if you remember correctly from last episode, I said Detroit would make the playoffs.
The Eisman plan for Detroit is starting to come to fruition. Honestly, I don't see them going for the cup. Definitely a good playoff team.
Well, they won't be a good playoff team if they don't even make the playoffs. They're currently sitting right behind the wild card 2 slot, which is the Washington Capitals, who have a game in hand and have 81 points. Detroit has only won 3 of its last 13 since I made that. So, Detroit, sorry for jinxing. It is what it is. Eisman plan, maybe it's not ready yet. So next up, we're going to be taking a quick look at the different clinching scenarios for tonight. So Boston could clinch tonight. Same with Florida. Same with Carolina. It mainly all depends on whether they get a point or 2 or whether another team loses. I'm not reading all of that because it is way too small. And then we have all these other teams in the West. The Dallas Stars, the Vancouver Canucks, and the Colorado Avalanche could all make the playoffs because of different scenarios tonight. So let's definitely keep a look on that. And that is your Hockey 100. So, it was a little rough. Maybe I should stick to doing some, maybe keep it pre-recorded.
Uh-oh, Joey, go to jail.
Come on.
Sorry.
All right, I guess
your segment was so boring we had to play a different game.
Are you seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Hockey's great. I don't know why you guys.
Yeah, Monopoly's better.
Monopoly is better. All right.
On what planet?
Earth.
All right. Well, you know what?
iPad
that
Go.
$200. That does not even look like 5 there. Just so that we're clear. Roll the 5.
It's show business, Chris.
It is showbiz. All right.
Go to Italy.
So, as we said before the break, one of us went on a little trip over the spring break, and that someone was me. And you saw with one of those photos of that dog statue. Wonder where that was taken. Well, I'll tell you where. It was taken in Italy. So, my trip to Italy, as you can see here, it was a very fun trip. You can see here, this was our boat ride over from the airport into Venice. A lot of fun. This was one of the concert halls there. We saw this concert play. Great music. One actually really funny thing that I found out, especially with their encores, surprisingly, they will just keep clapping and clapping and then go back and forth. But anyways, this was in San Marco Church, which was really beautiful. A little bit of a gold plate. I cannot remember for the life of me what that was called, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's go to the next one. Another shot of Venice. We were on this bridge. It was so beautiful, especially since at that time the sun was just setting. The lighting was almost perfect. So let's go to the next photo here. This is in another photo of another church. We saw another concert. Actually, it was really cool. It had with all these 4 seasons, if anyone knows that. Let's go to the next one. Another photo of San Marco Church. And I believe that should be it for the photos of Venice. So now, I'm pretty sure after this photo, we'll get into Florence. So let's... Oh, no, I lied. That's a stuffed statue of a balloon animal I saw while in Venice. Which, actually, I wonder how that got in there, actually. I don't think that's interesting. All right, let's go to the next one. So over here is the... Oh, wow, I'm forgetting the name. I believe it was the Duomo, I can't remember, but it was really beautiful. The architecture, especially in this Florence, is just amazing. Like a lot of these photos, and you'll start to see as we continue to go on. The next photo is just a lot. Oh, a lot of good architecture and a lot of good art as well. I mean, you can see here the Medusa's head on a shield with me trying to replicate it, actually, which a lot of fun. This was in Siena, a lot, also beautiful there. I spent a day there, actually. It was a lot of fun, though, to be honest, not my favorite city, because my favorite city, personally, was Florence. But I would actually had a few photos in there. And that's actually one of the photos from Siena with a swan that we saw. I mean, not every day you really just see a swan just lying around out in the public. And then this was in the Vatican. So that, I believe, is the Earth, the globe. I don't remember what the globe is of, but that's all right. Another few photos here in Italy. This was from the church. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of the big church. Obviously the Colosseum. Everyone always knows about it. It's really cool, actually. The inside of it. You never really. You always think you expect what it'll look like, and then you go there and it's just 10 times better. Say the same thing about the food there as well. And then this was a photo right behind the Colosseum of the Forum. Let's go as we go to the next photo of the that's of the capital, I believe, of Italy, in its entirety. So, and I mean, just happened to be passing by it. And I believe this should be the last photo. It should be. The final concert that we went to go see. It was really cool. I mean, I wish I took a little bit more photos, but it was a fun trip. Italy in itself is just beautiful. So,
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
I had my little...
We're going to break now, and we will see you after the break.
What's going on?
Dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah. 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a closer with that one.
Yes, look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Up by Crow and not able to get on it. DiCarlo on the rebound. Alex DiCarlo. La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And welcome back. I'm Chris DeLuca.
And I'm Austin Claus. Chris, I'm gonna have to pause this game of war real quick. I got a show to do. Coming up, we got another exciting segment. So without further ado, here we go. Returning from last episode, we have Talk of the Town, mainly because Chris here missed out, and he really wanted to try it.
Look, in my defense, I wasn't feeling the greatest. And to be fair, you did have a good replacement.
Good talent, you know.
Hey, you did kill it though.
Hey,
you really did kill it.
Always down to help.
So, excuse me. This time we decided to ask people, since in spirit of me going to Italy, where would the one place they would really want to go right now, other than Oswego, because it's way too cold here. So
yeah,
past us.
True.
Take it away.
Welcome to Talk of the Town. Today we're asking people, where would you want to be most?
Let's start this.
They were not going to be able to hear you.
Oh my God! Yes, they will.
It's the mic.
Yes, they.
All right, I'm here with
Gavin.
Gavin. All right. So if you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would that be?
Oh, that's a good question. I have a vacation in Dominican Republic in July, but I'd rather be there right now.
Jesse, our good man, our teleprompter guy, Jesse. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you want to be?
Somewhere warm. Somewhere really warm. It's cold. It's very cold. It's spring and it's freezing outside. So I'd say like Hawaii or something.
Good choice. Why'd you say that like you were selling newspaper in the 20s?
Because I want everyone to believe that we should all go to Hawaii.
Everyone on campus?
Yeah. Study abroad program? Yes.
Study abroad program?
Please, a new study abroad program. Yes. Can we please get a study abroad program to somewhere warm? Like right in the wintertime. That's what we need.
No.
I'm here with
Alex.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Probably back at home.
Back at home? Tell me, if you could be anywhere in the world right now, anywhere at all, where would that be?
My bed. I'm quite tired right now.
Honestly, so fair.
Japan.
All right.
Japan.
And Dubai, you said?
Yep.
It's very, very quiet in here. It's like the
scene from Monsters University with the librarian.
Yeah.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Probably in Miami.
Miami, ooh. It is very warm. Why is that?
I was just there the other week, and it was a lot of fun, and I would like to be in some warm weather than cloudy and cold Oswego.
It's a great question. Probably Europe.
Europe?
Yeah, Italy.
Italy. Chris was just in Italy. There's probably a little segment about that. Maybe coming up, maybe before this.
All right. Excuse me. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Chris, you're not funny. You're not funny.
I know. Our cameraman left us. It's just us now. Yeah. It's going to be one after the other. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm cameramanning now.
Yes, you are. We're just going to be walking around. Maybe we can find someone. Is that Matt Sharamita? Oh, I'm still asking him. If you guys could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you guys want to be?
I don't know. I want to be somewhere hot and, cozy. Where specifically, I don't know.
All right, but somewhere hot. That's been very common today. And what about for you?
I would say Puerto Rico or Mexico.
Probably Australia because it's warm.
Yeah, we got a lot of warm answers. Australia's a first.
Do you want to go outside?
Yeah, sure. It's probably not that cold out. I mean, like, there's people out there we could ask. We got, what's your name?
Emma.
Emma and?
Thomas.
Thomas. All right, if you could be anywhere else right now, anywhere in the world, where would you rather be other than cold Oswego?
Valley of the Kings, Egypt.
I know where that is, definitely.
A restaurant, preferably fancy.
A fancy restaurant. Any specific taste, like seafood, Italian?
Let's make it French.
Chris, it's cold. Who are you here with?
Craig Ty.
Craig Ty. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you want to be?
In my bed.
Me too, Chris. I would ask why, but I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. It's so cold.
Yeah.
You okay there, Austin?
It's cold. Can we go back inside?
You can go back inside soon, bud.
Soon?
Soon.
How soon?
Oh, right now? New York City. That's it.
Why?
Why? I love New York City. I've always wanted to live in New York City. It's my favorite place. A lot better than the hole I come from. But yeah.
It's cold there too.
Pretty all right. I think this weather is pretty okay.
Stop rolling. We're warm again.
Feeling better now?
I am feeling better. We're finally back inside. Hooray.
If you could be anywhere in the world right now, anywhere at all, where would you be?
Ireland.
And why is that?
My family lives over there. Have not seen them in 8 years. But I also just want to look around the country more.
All right, and what about for you?
If I had to say any place, I'd either be in the Southwest in Arizona or I'd be way up north in Canada.
All right, and why for either of those places?
Well, back in the 8th grade, we had a trip out to the Grand Canyon, and just it's so beautiful out in the Southwest. Just the dry heat and everything in April was just so beautiful and peaceful. And just Canada, I mean, at that point, it's just hockey, Tim Hortons, so much better than States. Come on.
What middle school did you go to get a field trip to the Grand Canyon?
Good old Oneonta, New York, representing West Oneonta Fire right now.
Probably somewhere warm, maybe something like Hawaii, I feel like would be cool.
I think that's the third time we got Hawaii. Why is that?
I've never been, so I think it'd be fun to go and hang out in Hawaii. It looks gorgeous. So
I'm here with
Logan Michael Allen Russo.
Him. Where, if you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Wow, that is actually a really tough question for me to answer. I think the easy answer is home, but I would go...
Basic answer, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a very basic answer. Vila de Corvo, it's an island off Portugal.
Middle of nowhere. Back to the desk.
Well,
that's mine.
You still enjoying your game of cards here?
Yep.
Of course we are.
What do you do? Still war?
Yeah.
Still war.
I didn't
Anyway.
know there was jokers in war.
There can be.
There can be. Yeah,
Two beats it.
we're putting it above the ace.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to go to break. So after this, Chris, what's after this?
Oh, we're gonna have a really nice, fun segment coming up where we try and dance around our luck with our new segment, Cards of Fate. Stick around, people.
Cards of Fate.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating. I think you're wrong, is what I think. You think I'm wrong a lot of time. I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back.
We're nearing the end of today's episode, but we've got something new for all of you folks watching. A little fun segment called, as we said before,
Cards of Fate.
So, as we give the cards to Joey, he shuffles them so that we all know that. Let's go back on this camera for a quick sec, so that we know that nobody's rigging it. You may be asking, what is Cards of Fate? Well, me and Austin will each draw one card, and whoever has the highest card will have to face the unfortunate consequence. And what's today's consequence, Austin?
The consequence for today will be to walk to Walmart for no reason at all. As you know, Walmart is 3 miles away, so that's 6 miles total, just for no reason, other than our glorious, glorious content.
Can't even get like a drink or something?
Nope.
Can't buy anything?
Nope, can't buy anything. You're just doing it for nothing. All right. Are they all shuffled?
They are.
All right, hold on, wait.
Choose your card.
Ooh, okay. All right, I'm gonna pick this one.
Let's see who fate favors.
Yes, I like the slogan of this game.
All right, ready?
Cards of Fate.
On 3, we're gonna flip it towards the camera.
All right. 3.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Who got
7?
10? No! Wait, I was gonna say yes because I thought it was lowest. Oh my God.
Cards of Fate. The show where we decide who fate hates more. And as chosen Chris today. We'll see you next time.
Well, we still have a minute or two, but
that would have been so good.
I mean, that is our show. I'm gonna have to walk to Walmart now.
For no reason.
I'm not happy. You know.
I'll meet you there. I'll drive there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to drive me back?
Nope. I will not be driving you back.
Can I take the bus back?
Drive alongside him so you can watch him the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want to disrupt traffic, Joey.
Well, I don't like this segment anymore. All right.
Joey walking, buddy.
Yep, and for you at home, enjoy your night. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Joey, for joining us.
Anytime. You want me back? I'll be back.
He's had little version.
I'll imagine we'll see a lot more of you soon.
He's had very little purpose on the show right now.
All right.
I have very little purpose.
No, don't say that. All right. Have a good night, people.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Whoa. Oh my.
Welcome back to College Code, the newest show on WTOP. Stay tuned for our final episode. You won't want to miss this.
Welcome back to the final episode of College Code,
where we talk about everything that has to do with being a college student.
So, how's this semester going for everyone?
I feel like I say this every show. I am so tired.
No, same.
Yeah, I feel like all the work is just, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's picking up.
It's a lot of typing. It's a lot of typing, a lot of words, you know?
Yeah, especially with like final like group projects and stuff, just having to meet up with your partners and just like having to get all that together gets to be a lot too.
I have like 3 due this Thursday, and
That's
not
insane.
looking
I have a few due finals week, so I have some time to chill.
I have a lot of like, I don't know, I have to write scripts, I have to write papers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And script writing like is so time consuming too.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, we'll make it through.
Let's start the topics. Yeah.
All right. Well, my least favorite foods. I felt like this needed to be said for me. This is our final episode. I feel like, you know, get to know me on a deeper level. I'm not a picky eater, but I have a list of foods I will not eat. And that includes, I find eggs revolting in any form. I will eat mayonnaise, but only if it's on a sandwich and I don't see it. And I think it's disgusting because one time,
I don't think you would eat it with a spoon.
One time I was in high school and I was having a bad day and the lunch lady put mayonnaise on my sandwich without asking, and I was like, and I couldn't, like, I cried, but that's just because I was having a bad day. But yeah.
Did you eat it?
I don't remember. I think I blocked it out. But yeah, I like vegetables, but I won't eat an egg and I won't eat mayonnaise.
I love vegetables. I'm like a big vegetable person.
Like what?
I like broccoli, but since we're talking about least fave foods, my least fave vegetable is Brussels sprouts. Like, I don't know why,
they
but
taste like farts.
No, like, I guess, like, anytime I tell somebody I don't like Brussels sprouts, they're always like, it's like a mini cabbage, but it doesn't taste like mini cabbage. It's
I also don't like cabbage.
I'm gonna say something different.
What? Well, how do you eat? Okay, well, the way
like,
that...
A few different ways, but my biggest way is probably, it's a Jamaican way, I guess.
Okay.
It's with, like, saltfish and...
So that's
but you eat it with stuff. You don't eat it like alone.
Yeah, with like fried
my like family will eat cabbage just boiled. They'll just boil the cabbage.
That's
I'm like,
it?
yeah, and it
Like
smells
nothing
and
else?
tastes like a fart.
No salt?
Like maybe. Sometimes if they're feeling spicy. No
I'm
hate
gonna
to my
say-
family. I love
I'm
them,
gonna say
but-
something different than vegetables and stuff like that. This is controversial. Like one thing that I don't understand that everyone ate growing up is like peanut butter and jelly.
Really, you didn't like that?
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of that.
Like, do you like them separate or no?
I like them separate. But
But
I think
jelly is such like a classic.
But
so-
you need to know the measurements. Like some people put way too much peanut butter.
I prefer
Or too much jelly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's get into the next one.
Okay. So, seasonal foods and drinks. Right now, obviously, it's the holiday season, so there's so many different flavors coming back from like
Ooh.
different like cafes or like coffee to like actual food. So, like, what's your favorite?
See, I'm not really a drink person, which sounds terrible. But I don't know. I feel like, you know when Starbucks does that deal where they give you like 2 drinks, you give one to a friend? I'd like never, I don't know, I don't really like peppermint. So when they have like the peppermint mocha, I'm like, ew.
I like the cookie flavors, like when they're like sugar cookie.
Ooh, I didn't know they had those.
Yeah, a bunch of different places have it, like sugar cookie or like, cause like it's a general flavor.
I'm not big into the holiday stuff. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah, like I've never been a big fan. Like I just recently tried like a pumpkin spice latte like back in Thanksgiving time, but it was okay. It wasn't.
What did you not like about it?
I don't know. It was just too like cinnamony, and like I feel like they get like over like promoted, so I just get like sick of it, and I'm like I don't even want it.
What about like pies? I feel like that's a
I
seasonal
love
food.
pies.
That's a seasonal food.
Like sweet
Yeah.
potato. Well, I mean, depending on what. Like I can't. Like I don't see myself like eating like a sweet potato pie like every single month, but like maybe like. Well, not every single month. But
A
you guys know
monthly
what I
pie. No, I get it.
mean. Yeah, but like I don't know. Like that's like a Thanksgiving thing. Sweet potato pie.
Like pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
I don't
feel
really
like we
just eat that
discussed
regular.
this before, and I was like, I hate pumpkin pie.
You
don't
hate
know.
pumpkin pie?
Well,
That's good.
I just think the
good.
texture is weird and it tastes like perfumey. I don't know, like, you know when you eat something, well, I don't know, maybe this is just me thing. You know when you eat something and it tastes the way like perfume or shampoo smells?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, glad I'm not alone. Thanks, Anna.
And I keep eating it.
I feel like that's what pumpkin pie is for me.
It's like a gelatin type of texture.
Yeah,
But it's mushy.
I don't know. It's just not for me. But
Like apple pie.
I don't know. What are
Apple
other
pie?
seasonal things like for? Is
I-
apple pie like a Christmas thing?
I don't think so. I feel like apple
It's
pie is
not.
like a fall thing, but I feel like apple pie is more like a year-round thing.
There's definitely more seasonal foods actually.
Yeah, I feel like
you
we're
have,
like not.
Oh, eggnog.
Yeah.
I love
Oh, what is
eggnog.
okay? Do you like eggnog?
Yes.
I think I had it when I was like 5, and I was
It's
like,
like,
ew.
I don't
Yeah,
even
I've had it,
know. Imagine like a milkshake, but like it's nutmeg. But
I don't know.
let's switch it up with another topic. Stay motivated. Stay motivated. I know for me, especially coming up with like finals week and stuff, just trying to keep up like the motivation is pretty hard. But I know like I typically just like to remind myself that this is not like a temporary, like a permanent thing. This is just a temporary thing. You know, like everything that I'm going through now is temporary. Nothing's set in stone. So not to like freak out too much about it, and if stuff doesn't go the way I want them to, I kind of just let it flow.
I feel like that's a good way to think about it, because I feel like you get so caught up in the situation, and then you're like, and if I don't get this done, I'm gonna like XYZ, everything's gonna happen, I'm gonna fail, yada yada. But you know, it's like it's finals week, it's just how it is, you know. And there's like plenty of things that you know you can do to like support yourself. I find talking about it. I mean, like I know it's like not gonna get the work done, but sometimes if you're like, okay, like saying it out loud, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then I'll get it done. Sometimes just like verbalizing your plan of like action, that helps me. I don't know.
I feel like I agree with that. Like whenever I'm like overwhelmed with a bunch of work and everything, I just start to think about like how if I like get this out of the way now, then I'll get to relax. Like if I keep putting it off, like that stress is just gonna like be carried on and on and on.
Because procrastination is like it's like a stress
That's my best
response.
friend.
Procrastination.
Literally, like
And
I
treat yourself.
procrastinate, like,
Treat yourself, like get yourself a little treat. That's what I do.
Yeah,
I go for a little
tried, but,
coffee.
like, I just end up like not getting my work done when I start to do stuff like that.
Well, I think it's like an anxiety thing. It's like the work is making you anxious, so you're putting it off, but putting it off is making you
Yes,
anxious. And
yeah.
I feel like when I realize that, I'm like, oh, okay, I should probably do the work. You know, it's really hard though. Like sometimes, ooh, I get so caught up in it.
Let's switch to the next topic.
All right, guys, this is my favorite topic we've ever discussed on College Code. Don't even. So my dog is like 16 now, and he's old as heck. But look at him. Look at that guy. Is he not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look at his little teeth. Look at him. He sleeps like he pays the bills. I love that guy. Anyways, so me and my dog had beef when I was younger because I've known him since I was 5. And I used to, like, as what kids do, like, pull his tail and stuff. And that's not nice. You shouldn't pull a dog's tail. So, like, growing up, he, like, kind of held a grudge. But now in his old age, he's super nice to me. And when I came home, he, like, started, like, hopping and squealing. And I was like, so I just love that guy. I don't know. He's my little man. And he smells so bad.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a Maltese Pekingese mix, and I think what it is that gives him like his little underbite is the fact that his chin grew too long and his snout is too short. So that's why he has a little like boar's teeth. But he's
What's his name?
Maxie, but he goes by Mr. Stink because he smells disgusting.
So why not like watch him?
No, it's not even that. He's just old. It's like the old dog smell you just cannot get rid of. I don't know. That's really weird. Like you don't know until you have an old dog. Like he's elderly. And I have to carry him. So in my house, it's 30 steps up. I have to carry him because he can't get up and down the stairs. So I have to like haul him, walk him down, put him down. Then he goes on his walk, which takes 40 minutes because he's slow, and we go like 10 feet. But I still love that guy. Even though he annoys me, he's my favorite. But anyways, I just love him. I will talk about him at every opportunity. I think I mention him like 3 times a day.
Was it his birthday?
Yes, it was his birthday. He ate a corn muffin. Not all of it though, because then he'd yak. But anyways, that's my dog. I'm so glad I got to talk about it.
Your dog is cute.
Thank you.
I like animals.
Yeah, I want to get a dog soon, but I'm not too sure.
They're a lot of work.
They're a ton of work.
Well, let's get into the next topic, smart shopping. Now, because it's, again, holiday season, and you know Black Friday just happened, you're going to want to go and buy everything
Black
you
Friday
see.
was, I don't mean to cut you off, but
You
Black
did,
Friday
though.
was so whack.
No, I'm
Sorry.
kidding.
But Black Friday this year was like, no Friday. Because like,
No.
what was there?
Everyone was talking about it, like, you remember years ago, people used to be like fighting over a TV or whatever.
Because like you used to be able to get like a TV that was like $5K for like $1K, but now you can only get a TV that's like $5K for like I don't know, like $4,700.
They like lie about their prices. They make you think you're getting
For
a deal.
real.
Like before, when
Even,
people
like,
used to fight.
Cyber Monday, it was like
I don't think I bought anything.
I think Cyber Monday kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie.
no, it didn't kind of it did because it was whack.
I got like one thing. What did you get? Did you get anything or?
No, I just looked and I was like, this is not.
I got a
worth
few
it.
things off Amazon that were like 40% off. But
That's not terrible.
yeah, no, it's not bad, but it's like Cyber Monday. I'm expecting like some deals, like some deals.
I would it up.
I would say just to be like smart about it. Just really buy what you need.
Oh yes,
Or like buy what you've been waiting to buy.
I know a lot of people, they wait until Black Friday to get all of like their undergarments, their like socks, their t-shirts, like all of like their basics.
Necessities.
You can get those in like bulk and like save a lot of money.
What did you buy on Black Friday,
Black
if any?
Friday, what I did, I bought like a lot. I bought mostly clothes, basically, because I knew all the bigger like appliances and everything. Like some of them have really good sales, but then some of them are just like they're tricking you. You're only getting like what 10% off. So I tried being smart about it.
Yeah, I know Target did that. No Target slander, but
yeah,
whatever. That's not reliable. I'm not a reliable source.
Let's get into the next topic. Winter break plans. Oh my God. So winter break's coming up, you guys. If you aren't graduating or you aren't transferring or you aren't leaving, you will be, I guess, doing winter
Hanging
break.
out.
Yeah, hanging out. I know some people will be doing winter classes, but I know for me, I'm really gonna take this break to hang out with my friends that don't live around me. I have a lot of friends that are in the city, that are in Long Island, that are upstate, so I plan on visiting them and making some memories.
What about you, Sonny?
honestly, yeah, I'm gonna vibe, to be honest. I'm gonna chill. I don't know.
Well-deserved vibe.
Yeah, I kind of just want to hang out. I really do want to, like, what I'm looking forward to is getting some food. That, like, I know it sounds kind of like, oh, what the heck?
No,
but,
like that's because the food, like, some food here is not my favorite. So.
Well, I just want to try, like, different places. Because, you know, in the city, there's so many different, like, shops and small
I want to
places.
visit the city more, and I also want to see a Broadway show.
Oh.
Ooh, like what show?
I have no idea. Just
anything.
Yeah,
I just want to be there.
Whatever has the cheapest ticket.
Yeah, I just want to be there. I want to
I just want to be in the theater and just watch it.
I think I'm gonna bake a loaf of bread. That's gonna be my. I'm gonna make. Is it? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's either focaccia or focaccia.
I know what
you're
talking
about.
about.
I'm gonna try doing that because I baked bread
yeah.
yesterday and I didn't. Okay, I'm chronic at not reading recipes.
So you
I thought
baked bread in the dorm?
No. I was at home.
Right.
So I baked bread and I didn't read the recipe because I thought I knew it after doing it like 3 times. And I added 3 tablespoons of salt instead of 2 teaspoons. Don't do that. So
was
anyways.
it like really salty?
Oh my God, it was like the ocean.
Oh.
So anyways, I'm gonna bake
That's
bread
crazy.
and I'm not gonna add 3 tablespoons of salt. Don't do that. Don't ever. And I tried to add honey to fix it. It did not work.
Oh.
Anyways, coming up, we will be giving you a look at how our semester went. Stay tuned.
Okay, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
Who is 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one. Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back to College Code. Tonight we're going to be playing a game.
Yeah, to recap our semester, this is how it's going to work. In this crown, we have questions about our semester that we will pick from the container and answer each one. Hopefully this will give you all an insight on how our semester went. Let's get started.
All right, who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first since I brought it up.
As you should.
So I have, did you pick up any new hobbies this semester? Did I pick up any new hobbies? Well, I didn't really pick up a new hobby, but I guess I kind of picked up an old hobby.
That's nice.
Yeah, I used to do photo editing a lot a couple years back, and I kind of lost it. I don't know, I just stopped doing it, and due to being the head photographer for the media summit, I had to edit some photos, so I kind of bought it back, and now probably over winter break I'm gonna do some cool edits and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
What about you guys?
I also picked up, not like picked up an old hobby, but like I started doing like painting random things again, like not random, like canvases, just like abstract type of art type. Because painting relieves stress. And it's fun.
Like, did you do it when you were younger, or you just?
Yeah, I like picked it up when I was younger just for fun. Like it doesn't, I don't know, I'm no Picasso or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
like still so fun.
I like painting, it's fun.
I didn't really pick up any new hobbies. I like read more. Well, that's not true. I read more in the beginning of the semester, and then the work picked up. But yeah, I like reading. I used to read a lot as a kid, so yeah. Sana, do you want to pick next?
Okay, let's see. What was your favorite class? Ooh, interesting. What classes did I take? Well, favorite class overall or this semester?
Well, probably this semester.
This semester, I'd say a pretty fun class. I really like my screenwriting class because you let your creativity, you know, like write your own scripts and everything.
So you're like a cinema major or dual
major?
major?
Yeah, I'm also a cinema, broadcasting is cinema. But what's it called? I really liked my international business class I took. Like it's about cultures in different countries and like how like you could, like something that's acceptable in, like for a culture in America, in the United States, like you can go to a different country and it's like
not acceptable.
Disrespectful, yeah.
Wow.
And it's crazy, like the little things you learn. So I like that class.
I liked, well, it was really work intensive, but I liked my social networks in the web class because it kind of opened my eyes to some weird stuff. Like we talked a lot about like websites tracking you and like, I don't know, now I search with like caution, you know? I mean, not that I'm searching like silly things, but you know, I'm like thinking like, oh, if I'm looking at like a piece of jewelry and then I suddenly get jewelry ads, I'm like, So, but yeah, that was a fun class. You know, what about you, Ziggy?
Yeah, I'm currently in a global documentary production class. That's pretty cool. It kind of opened my eyes to the power that we all have as broadcasting students to like, that we kind of have the power to share stories and make videos and, you know, get stories out there to the world that would probably never be told if you didn't think of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Ethan, do you want to?
Yes, I will. My turn.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I'm gonna get. Oh, of course, I knew I was gonna get this question. I mean, we all answer it, but whatever. What was a low point of your semester?
Oh.
I feel like a low point of my semester. Well, I feel like you guys would answer something for me, but I'm not gonna say it on air. I feel like for me, maybe a low point of my semester is just like, I got sick and I had to miss class, and it was like a really important day in my class, and I was so sick I couldn't get out of bed. That was not fun.
I don't know what I'd say.
I feel like, I don't know, maybe like just being I know maybe a low point for me was maybe like leading up to the media summit. Like, I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like started to doubt myself a little bit when it came to like approaching people and being social. So maybe that was a little bit of a low point, because I kind of like allowed that to stop me from going to certain events leading up to the summit. But you know, I got over that.
Still did it.
Yeah, I still did it.
You still got it done.
Hey, Ziggy.
I networked.
I would say like, at certain points, just letting myself over procrastinate.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just let that take control for a little bit. I was like, oh, I'll just do this homework later. I'll just do that later. And I feel like
didn't.
Yeah. And like doing it later, but like I should have just
like
sat myself down and was like, do your homework now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I get that.
Your
turn.
Oh, do you procrastinate homework a lot?
Yes.
That's such a good question.
Honestly, yeah. Like, I'm the kind of person who'll be like, I'll do this at 12 o'clock.
I feel like this is the general consensus that college code procrastinates their homework sometimes.
We even procrastinate this show.
No,
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm just
not
kidding.
true. No.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding though?
Well, you know, I feel like some procrastination, sometimes you just gotta take care of yourself. Sometimes I procrastinate because I'm like doing not well, and I should just like read a book.
Also, like procrastination also isn't good when like there's a deadline for something and you're like, yeah, I'll do it then, and like you know you won't be able to do it all in that time that you're giving yourself.
But like sometimes you pull through.
Yeah, I mean, as a college student you have to.
Like an essay that would have taken you like 5 hours takes you like an hour.
Chat GPT.
No,
I'm just kidding. Don't use that. And also, teachers have a way to catch you. So
yes, we do not endorse Chat GPT
endorse it, and
on
they don't
college
sponsor
code.
us.
Yeah.
Sana, would you like to pick?
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you prefer morning or evening classes? Ooh, I'll
mid-afternoon.
Go first, I guess. Well, evening by evening we mean like what, 5, 6, like the late classes?
I would say like 3.
3 to 5, 6 o'clock.
Well, I kind of prefer both, but I would like the earlier classes because I feel like you get it out of your way, and then you have the whole day for yourself.
Honestly, depending on like if it's like Tuesday through Friday morning, but like Monday, I really can't do like the waking up at 8 a.m. on a Monday.
Oh.
I would never take an 8 a.m. Don't do that to yourself. If you can help it.
I don't mind a morning class. I tend to go towards more of the morning classes because I like to have the rest of my day to do stuff. So I do that.
That makes sense.
Especially because the sun starts setting and it's gets dark earlier.
I'm gonna do this real quick. Did you step out of your comfort zone this semester? Rapid fire. Yes or no?
Yes, with the media summit.
Yes, with this show.
Yes, with everything I did. So proud of everybody.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Well, that was fun. Stay tuned for more College Code after the break.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
With finals only a week away, what tips do you guys have for finals week?
The tip I have mainly is to just know where your final is gonna be. Like, know which class, because a lot of people, like not a lot of classes,
Some.
but yes, some of them will like switch up a little bit on like your classes. And also make sure that you are familiarizing yourselves with that finals exam schedule. The schedule is located on the university's website. Make sure to just know what time your final is, and to make sure to just look at your final your syllabus for final information.
Yeah.
Yeah, some teachers, they change it. They're like, it's not during class time, it's during a different time, and then
Yeah.
people make that mistake. Yeah. Well, aside from finals, it's easy to forget to properly close your dorm with going home for like a month and then just like thinking about catching the bus or like anything. So like you do forget things that you're gonna pack for like a whole month at home. So do you guys have any tips?
Take out your garbage.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to smell that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Ugh. Take out your garbage. Take out your recycling.
Also, like if you have a mini fridge like I do, make sure you unplug it unless you have like permission to keep it plugged. Because I know a lot of people that I know who have a mini fridge, they were upset during Thanksgiving break when their fridge got unplugged.
Yeah. I don't think you're allowed to keep it plugged in for a whole month at home. Thanksgiving break is different, but like make sure you clean your fridges, take your garbage out. You get charged for those things.
Yes.
So like make sure you take it out. Plus I don't think you want to come back to your room smelling nasty.
Also, just defrost your fridge and make sure it doesn't leak everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take.
Make sure you have all your important stuff with you.
So one of the most stressful things about break for some is figuring out how you are going to get back home. How do you guys typically travel back home?
I take Amtrak, but if you buy the tickets in advance, they're cheaper. So you gotta plan it out.
I usually just take a bus.
I typically the bus. I've always been taking the bus.
Yeah.
Trailways all day.
Each break, the school offers students the chance to purchase a round-trip ticket to the Syracuse Airport and the Regional Transportation Center.
To purchase a round-trip ticket to the Syracuse, so pretty much the ticket is to the bus will be going to the Syracuse Airport and the Regional Transport Center. More information on the tickets can be found on the school's website. I would totally recommend looking into that. It'll take you straight to the airport and the bus station, and it's pretty convenient too, and it's pretty cheap too compared to like an Uber or something.
We at College Code would like to thank you all for tuning in each week.
So what was your favorite thing about doing College Code, you guys?
I liked planning what we were doing every episode.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And our meetings were fun.
I like stepping out of the comfort zone a little bit
Yeah.
and being on camera and doing all that.
I know for me, like probably just like doing everything. I don't know. Like I really enjoyed the whole like process. Even like the tricky parts I still enjoyed because like, you know, they're just helping you grow as a person. Like this entire process has been a learning thing, you know, and shout out to our amazing crew for helping out and making this show go. Yeah, and shout out to WTOP, the engineers, the VPs, everyone for just keeping the network going, the station going, and and shout out to you guys for viewing in every single week. And make sure you guys tune in for, make sure you guys come back to see us next semester for another season of College Code. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.
Welcome in, everybody, into your only source for Lakers sports, Laker Connections, right here on WTOP-10. I'm Ryan Joyce.
And I'm Zach Malwood. Ryan, a great episode we have today, so let's do it.
Well, Zach, let's start off as we are now 2 weeks back from spring break. Spring sports teams are now closing up their non-conference schedule and getting into SUNY conference play. Zach, take it away.
Yeah, the Oswego State men's lacrosse team had a great start to conference play in their 9-5 victory over Brockport on Monday. It was junior Connor Aspinall and freshman Garrett Elston who had 2 goals each for the Lakers. Although Brockport led this one in shots, Oswego still found a way to come out on top, Ryan.
Yeah, big game here for Oswego. They kind of got that revenge from last year, lost 9-8 last year against this Brockport team. But for Oswego overall, the big key last week, I said, was shutting down Jackson Warden. Only 1 goal in this game. Didn't do too much overall in this game. That was kind of the key for them, too, as well. They'd given up 29 goals the first 2 games of the season. Seamus Hand, the goaltender. But in this game, really good. Last 4 games, has given up more than 5 goals only once. And that's due to just him and the Oswego defense kind of figuring it out all together. Game was tied going into halftime. But 6-2 the rest of the game. Huge here for the Lakers.
Yeah, I was going to just bring that up. Halftime adjustments, absolutely huge for Oswego in this one. You said it. At the heart of a 6-2 second half, for the Lakers, though, was freshman Garrett Elston. He was fantastic to start his Oswego career. Oswego was outshot in this one, and they probably would say it wasn't their best game, but it's very encouraging that they still found a way to come out on top in this one, and by a pretty comfortable margin in the end.
Yeah, I mean, 7 different scorers here for Oswego. You mentioned Garrett Elston, a big freshman here for the Lakers, stepping up. His brother played last year for Oswego. And Connor Aspinall, not the top guy there in the roster, but making a lot of big plays here for them too as well, and huge.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, feeling comfortable in that situation after maybe not their best game, still very encouraging for
Oswego. Good
Oswego.
momentum shift for them too as well.
Yeah.
The Oswego women's lacrosse team has started up their SUNY season with 2 games at home on the Laker turf last Friday and yesterday. The Lakers split both games as on Friday the Lakers ran up the score on the Potsdam Bears 21-3 and then lost Wednesday night to the Geneseo Knights 11-7. Zach, the team had no trouble in Game 1, but Geneseo had their way against the Lakers in Game 2.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers absolutely trounced Potsdam, who was really strong in non-conference. They were a great team coming into that game. They were on a bit of a roll, but how about 6 goals in that game from Isabella Lembo? She was on fire. I would say it's a little disappointing for us. We go in the Geneseo game. You got to credit the Geneseo Knights, though. Always a powerhouse in the SUNY, and they showed it once again why they're one of the top teams each and every year in women's lacrosse. The difference in this one was the Lakers' inability to stop Emily Salinger. I mean, 5 goals and 1 assist. She was on absolute fire for Geneseo. Lakers just could not figure it out defensively. Of course, they would have wanted to score more goals, but, I mean, they could not stop Salinger on one end.
Yeah, 2 pretty different games overall. That Potsdam game, 11 different goal scorers there for the Lakers. I mentioned 72 of the 94 goals this season had been for that big 4, Maddie Davis, Julia Quirk, Celia Wiley, and Bella Lembo. But that next game, it was kind of a game where Oswego didn't play too bad offensively, but it was just Geneseo kind of kept up in that one too as well. And not a bad scoring game for the Lakers, but every time they scored a goal, it seemed like Geneseo went on the run, scored 2 more there as well. So really good game there for the Lakers, and Emily Salinger, great 5 goals, kind of had her way, wove through the defense of the Lakers.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Ryan, it was a great game yesterday for the Oswego State baseball team, who traveled to Clinton, New York for a 19-10 trouncing of Hamilton College. It was a small ball masterpiece from Oswego with 19 runs on 18 hits while drawing 11 walks. And just like that, the Lakers have won 2 on the spin, Ryan.
Yeah, huge weekend here for the Lakers. Big game there too as well. Finally got to play this game against Hamilton after multiple cancellations overall. Start off 4 really good innings there from Nick Cody. Was huge here for the Lakers. I mean, we talk about the hitting in this game, but Nick Cody, 4 solid innings, 5 strikeouts, only 3 runs, but hitting obviously stands out. Daniel Winchester, the freshman here for the Lakers, 3 hits, 4 RBIs. He slid into that starting spot there for the Lakers as a freshman, and a triple from Dylan Rosenberg cleared the bases in the 6th. 18-3 was the lead at that point. And I think what I really saw from the Lakers in this game, being aggressive. 6 stolen bases led to a lot more opportunities here for Oswego to get around home plate and get some runs in this game. And 18 hits in the day, great for Oswego. But then they were a little patient too as well, where 11 walks, really huge in this game, got on base, got the team in scoring position, and got the win against Hamilton.
Yeah, they probably want to clean up those left on base, but I mean, a great get-right game for Oswego on offense here. I'm not really counting the 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th from Hamilton. This was a completely one-sided game throughout. Oswego absolutely dominated it. What I liked the most was not one of these runs came from a home run. It was all small ball, and it proves that Oswego has really great stuff at the plate. No matter who's at bat, not a big pressure moment, and they're able to hit the ball just all over the field, and it's really strong for Oswego. That's all for this week's Laker recap. After the break, we'll stay on the fields for the week ahead. Stay tuned. This is Laker Connections on WTOP-10.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They looking for me.
There's hockey.
There's improv.
So much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping.
Welcome back to Laker Connections on WTOP-10. Well, Ryan, we talked about what went on in the past, but it's time for the future. Take us to the week ahead.
Let's go to the future here, Zach. Well, the women's lacrosse team looks ahead to Oneonta at home on Saturday, facing off against the 2-4 Red Dragons, who are coming off a victory Tuesday against Potsdam themselves. The Lakers took care of business last year, winning both at home and away versus Oneonta. But for Oswego, this would be huge get after the loss on Wednesday.
Yeah, it definitely would, Ryan, as we look at these teams. I mean, Oswego just very, very strong. They're 5-4 on the year. I mean, 1-1 now in conference. But I mean, what stands out to me is the 30.6 shots average. They have a solid margin versus what they allowed to their opponents. Just absolutely big time from the Lakers. And I mean, just looking at it, they need to grab a win here after yesterday's loss. Just kind of a get-right game. Oneonta have won 2 of the last 3, though, so the Lakers can't take this game lightly. Defense, I think, is big in this one. The Red Dragons are 2-0 when scoring 12 or more goals. Lakers got to keep it below that number if they want to win this one.
No, you hit on it, Zach. I think defense is the key here for Oswego on the season. We know they can really score, a high-scoring team. Oneonta is struggling scoring team of the year, too, as well. 110 goals for Oswego compared to 65 for Oneonta. And their leading scorer, Lauren Mancini, above and beyond on that team, 22 goals this year, kind of their only go-to goal scorer for the Red Dragons. But I think for Oswego, it's going to be huge, Sarah Kamai, to see how she does, because we know Oswego, like I said, they can keep up on the scoring mark, but can they kind of take care of business defensively, keep them under 10 goals, 7 goals a game will be huge, because an Oswego team probably should be 4-3 right now. They should be a lot better in terms of their offensive margins so far.
Yeah, 100% agree. Looking ahead to this weekend, the men's lacrosse team is at home again on Saturday, this time hosting the Potsdam Bears. The Lakers have won their last 6 against the Bears, but the Bears are 6-1 to start the year and are hungry to snap that streak, Ryan. What will be the key in this one?
Potsdam is on fire to start the year, 6-1, a really good scoring team overall. High scoring game last year too as well, 13-12. Oswego won that one. Corey O'Connor had 4 goals in that game. Liam Sexton had 2. They've won 6 in a row versus Potsdam, but they're playing really good lacrosse right now. Peyton Walsh, SUNY Player of the Week, along with the goalie, Saka Thompson. So offensively and defensively, been really good so far there for Potsdam. And I think for Oswego, what they really need to do is, they're kind of the same way. They're a really good offensive scoring team. The defense has gotten a lot better. They start the year, they're 0-3 to start the year, have won 4 in a row. And I think if they can get up to about 10 goals in this game too, and they can kind of keep Potsdam on the low scoring margin, because Peyton Walsh, multiple time SUNY Athlete of the Week 4 times too as well, will be huge here for the Lakers to get a win against Bears.
Yeah, and you said it. The Lakers winning their last 6 against Potsdam, but probably the best Potsdam team they faced in all of that stretch. Potsdam, they throw an absolute ton of shots on net. I think the Lakers need to be ready defensively. We saw it there, 52 shots per game they averaged. I mean, Oswego needs to be ready on the defensive end. The Lakers can score. That's not the worry there, but Potsdam could score as well at will. So the Lakers need to be strong, definitely on the defensive end.
And Zach, 5 returning scorers there for Potsdam too as well, on a team that wasn't great in conference last year. Want to take it up in this year. Now to the Diamond, as Oswego baseball will hop on the bus and travel to Oneonta, New York for a 3-game set with the Red Dragons. Oswego will play 1 on Friday and 2 on Saturday in what is the first SUNY play for the Lakers this season. After the offensive blast versus Hamilton, we'll see if this team can keep up the good hitting, Zach.
Yeah, definitely, Ryan. As we look at these teams, Oneonta come in 7-10, but they're 0-3 in the SUNY. And I mean, you look at the averages and the ERA. The ERA is the exact same for both teams. The average is Oneonta a little bit higher than Oswego, but the Lakers still in a good spot. I think that we talk about the one weakness for Oswego that's clear this year is their pitching. Oneonta hits the ball really tough, I would say, with that .319 average. I would say the good part for Oswego, Oneonta also struggles the same in the pitching category. The Lakers, I mean, they put up 19 runs with ease the other day. So looking ahead into this game, they need to be ready to go on the offensive end. They can rely on their pitching. I would say if they put up runs, they won't have to worry too much.
That's key there, Zach. I think the pitching is more important for me, I would say, because you can't expect to get 18, 19 runs a game every single game here for the Lakers. But I think the key part is, we mentioned the pitching. 7.08 ERA so far on the year here for Oswego. We saw Nick Cody get that start in the last one. But who's going to step up in this series? Is it going to be Jake Daniluk? Is it going to be Sean Derringer? What kind of guys are going to step up? And I think they have to watch out Joey Dwyer. 3 home runs in the year so far, 20 RBIs. Huge here to stop for the Lakers.
100%. But Ryan, we move now to the Oswego State softball team, who plays at home for their first time this season in a Saturday doubleheader against St. Lawrence. After a rough start to the year, the Lakers have won 3 of their last 4, while St. Lawrence also comes in red hot on a 3-game winning streak. Should be a good one here, Ryan.
It's been a long time here for Oswego. Haven't played since that Myrtle Beach trip. Played 10 games in Myrtle Beach, started off slow, and that won 3 of the 4 there in Myrtle Beach. But these two teams haven't played each other since 2017, so not really familiar foes overall. 3-game winning streak here for St. Lawrence. They're a pretty good team there in the Liberty League, and a good test for Oswego. They're 8 for 24 last year, was St. Lawrence, but I think for Oswego, you have Fiona Higgins ready to go, kind of the ace here for Oswego, ready to go in this kind of game. And you have a lot of young players here. We mentioned a couple freshmen. They're going to be huge here for Oswego, just trying to find that offensive groove here after not playing for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, Ryan, I feel like the biggest thing you have to look at here on this screen is 5.26 ERA for Oswego versus a 3.25 ERA for St. Lawrence. I said it last week, Oswego's best chance this season is relying on their experienced pitching. Their ERA over 5, not where it needs to be. They need to change that as soon as possible. I feel like St. Lawrence coming in off a doubleheader, they're playing Canton tomorrow. So going into Saturday, maybe that helps Oswego with the chance the Saints hitters a bit fatigued. That could help the Lakers pitching just get into a groove. They really need to pick up that pitching with the experience that they have. I think it's going to be huge for the Lakers this weekend.
And I think it helps, kind of a non-conference schedule here for Oswego. Get a big win going into that conference schedule. But after the break, we are excited to have Coach Andrew Daly from Oswego men's lacrosse team joining us. You won't want to miss it. This is Laker Connections on WTOP-10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah. What is
It's
it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back to Laker Connections on WTOP-10. We're glad to be joined by head men's lacrosse coach Andrew Daly. Thanks for being here today, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
Starting off, you guys have won 4 in a row. Kind of what have you seen from your team? Obviously, you lost the first 3 at the beginning of the year. What's changed in the past couple games?
You know, I think we were progressing through those first 3 games. You know, every year you have a new team and you're trying to kind of figure out where your pieces go and the makeup of your team and kind of where guys' roles are. And those losses, you know, I tell our guys, you know, it's an old saying from Marcus Aurelius that, you know, the obstacle's the way. And so being able to overcome those hurdles is what helps us become the team we are. I would say our main focus, though, is just ground balls. We have, you know, competition every single game. If we win ground balls, it's good news for the guys. If we lose it, it's not very good news. So, you know, they know that's the most important stat I look at. And we know if we win the ground ball battle, chances are we're going to win the battle up on the scoreboard, too.
Yeah, we're going to switch things over to scoring now. You lost Gavin Elston, your top scorer from last year, but you brought back 2 through 6 in your top scorers. How have you really motivated those guys to really take a step up this year in response to Elston being out of here?
You know, I think it helps when we bring in Elston's little brother as a freshman, who I think is either second or third right now for us too. And they're very different players. They're not like each other at all on the field, but same type of mentality when it comes to scoring. I think the main thing is if you look at our scoring compared to a lot of our competitors, is it's very even. Right, we don't have someone with 45 points and the next guy has like 10 and then 15. Everybody's averaging 2 to 3 points a game, and I think that's really helpful for us too, mainly because you can't stop one guy. If one guy, you try and game plan around them, somebody else can step up.
So kind of going on to the underclassmen, you guys brought in 15 freshmen last year at a really young team. What have you seen kind of from that group of sophomores, just stepping up from last year kind of this year?
Yeah, we have some guys that see the field quite a bit. Charlie Perchunas is, you know, our second LSM. Hayden Coney's gotten every start on attack. Trey Jones has been second line midi for us. He's a man-up guy. He does a lot of gritty things between the boxes that don't show up in the box score. Seamus Hand down in goal has been standing on his head just about every game, which is huge. And then the guys behind the scenes do a lot too. You know, whether they're freshmen, juniors, or the sophomore class, those guys in practice every day that are competing to be a starting spot or just giving us looks really helps a lot. So,
And now in conference play, starting up conference play, what's really the motive here heading into these big stretch of games in conference play versus non-conference now?
We call it second season. You know, these games are all battles. It doesn't matter if it's the first place team or the last place team. They're all rivalries once you get in SUNYAC. And, you know, that Brockport team we played on Monday, really, really talented. You know, their record probably isn't indicative of how talented they are, but that was a battle through 3 quarters before we were able to kind of get a little bit of cushion. And I expect every single game in conference play to be a battle like that. So it's mostly just instilling in all these guys that it's going to be a dogfight no matter who we're playing in conference. And so don't look past anybody. You know, stay disciplined, do the stuff we're supposed to do, and we'll be all right.
So kind of moving forward to Saturday, you guys play Potsdam.
Yep.
Last year was a really high-scoring game, 14-13 was the final score. kind of what do you remember from that game, and what are you looking forward to this weekend that you remember about that Potsdam team?
A lot. So they returned pretty much everybody on the offensive side of the field, and they got some really good scorers down there, some really good shooters. They have a sophomore goalie who's also been standing on his head most of the year. Defense seems like they're really locked in. They just had a huge win on Saturday over Oneonta as well. So for the most part, though, we're not going to change a lot about what we do. It's mostly about focusing on the fundamentals. Our approaches on defense, our stick positioning, our shooting technique, winning those ground balls like we talked about before.
Thank you, Andrew, for joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
But that'll do it, and we'll send you to a break. After the break, we'll have the Lakers Showdown. You're watching Laker Connections on WTOP-10.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Score going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back to Laker Connections. I'm your moderator, Matt Sharamita, and it is time for everyone's favorite segment of the evening, Laker Showdown. The rules, they're as simple as ever. I'm going to ask you guys the toughest of questions. These two, they're going to floor me with their answers. 3 rounds, 1 minute per round. Scorers played best of 3. Guys, are we ready?
Let's do it. Never not been ready here, Matt.
That's what I like
a
to
winner
hear.
tonight.
The Oswego State men's lacrosse team has now won 4 in a row, that's the baseball team. Averaging 13, it's the lacrosse team. I can't read. Oh my gosh.
A lot of sports going on, Matt.
A lot of sports going on. Let me restart. The lacrosse team, they're now won 4 in a row, averaging 13 goals per game during the hot streak. Who has been the standout player for this offense during the last 4? Ryan, we'll start with you.
Well, I think we're talking lacrosse here.
We are talking lacrosse.
So. Okay.
We're talking Oswego Turf.
Oswego Turf. Big fan of Oswego Turf, and my player is Liam Sexton. Senior here for the Lakers that we talked about in the interview with Coach Daly here, Zach, that there's a lot of young players, a lot of freshmen that have become sophomores, and they're high scorers here for the team. But Liam Sexton, that one consistent guy, been here for 4 years, a senior, scored a lot of goals here. 11 goals so far in the season, 15 points so far too as well. And need that leadership if you want to make a run here in that SUNY playoff spot. Need that leadership, need that older guy, been around through multiple coaches, a guy that Coach Daly will trust, and kind of captain that offense at the top of the key for the this lacrosse team. I think I'm gonna go Liam.
I'm going with Garrett Elston. And yes, they lost Gavin Elston. He was their top scorer last year. We talked about it with Coach Daly. Not too bad when you can rely on his younger brother to just come in and absolutely take the SUNY by storm. 13 goals in 7 games. He's got 16 points on the season, 13 goals, 3 assists. I mean, he's been red hot to start the year. I think when you can rely on a younger player as well to just come in, and there's really not a lot of pressure on him. Even in those big games, he just feels like he can come in and take the league by storm and take everything by storm. I'm going with Garrett Elston here. He's been huge so far. Like I said, 13 goals. It's been red hot.
I don't know. I think a team that, they've dropped a lot of seniors year by year. Liam came in with a team that's a lot of seniors, but then, year by year losing a lot of guys. you need that guy to look for leadership at the top of the key.
I don't know, Ryan. You said you're here for a win tonight. Off to a bad start. You're off to a bad start. I'm going with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of game. Yeah. Always a lot of game here. 1-0 game. Let's go. Now we're going to talk baseball, Ryan. I got you. Yes. The Oswego State men's baseball team, they smashed in 19 runs in yesterday's contest. So I ask you guys, what's going to be the key to keep up this hot hitting streak as they look to get their record over 500? Zach, will come to you.
I'm going with the small ball approach that I talked about in these games. They only have 7 home runs on the year, 75 RBIs though. I talked about earlier, they had 11 walks in that game. Just getting runners on base. .397 on base percentage as a team. You play the small ball game, there's not many teams that can stop you because you have 6, 7, 8 guys into the lineup. I mean, it's a perfect situation for you. If you got the small ball, you don't really need to rely on too much of the long ball and the big swings. They don't ground into a lot of double plays. They do strike out a lot, so they're going to have to fix that. But the small ball approach, I think, is perfect for Oswego.
I think it's not relying on those top guys here. I think it's not relying on the top 4 guys here for Oswego. They're not really a home run hitting team. That's why you mentioned the small ball there. But I think Daniel Winchester, a guy came in, I mentioned him, shortstop here, took over that position. He's not bad in top 4 on this team. He's one of those 8 to 9 guys overall. Felix Diaz has been really good here for Oswego so far this year, but getting consistent play, those bottom guys there in the lineup is going to be huge here for Oswego.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what I was saying. The small ball, you got 8, 9 guys deep. I mean, that could work. Small ball. Yeah, draw walks, base hits.
I think getting consistent production from those guys, it's not a home run hitting team too as well, so getting consistent production from those guys would be huge.
I think the production's going to help more. I mean, the small ball definitely helps, but if you're going to want to win games, because they're letting up a lot of runs too, they let up 10. Fair. So you need everyone in the lineup to step up, get those base hits, which, I mean, it goes to you, but it could just be the first 4 guys getting small ball. I'm going with Ryan on this one. Got to go deep into the lineup. That way you get as many runs as possible. Way to tie it up there, Ryan. Appreciate it. I'll give you that one.
Some bias here. Fist bumps on
got a little momentum going now.
He said he was feeling a win today. I wanted to make him feel good. I don't know. We haven't had one in a while. But
he has not.
Hey, shut up over there. Let him say the question, man. Come on. Let him talk.
This one I only got 2 words. Opening day. Yeah! Opening day, baby. MLB. Who's your guys' way too early prediction to win this year's pennant race? Ryan, will come to you because I'm biased.
Well, I'm not really a huge baseball fan, but, you know. New York Yankees are going to get it done this year. Juan Soto, the pride. Brian Cashman, bring the Brinks truck, drop it down at his house. Huge year. The New York Yankees, last year, so many games here, and you know this, Sharamita, so many games last year was they'd be down in games, couldn't come back. What happened tonight? What happened earlier today, guys? They were down early in that game. They said, the Yankees are frauds. The Yankees stink. Nestor Cortez sucks. They figured it out. Alex Verdugo, big addition, got a hit there. If this team can play like this all year coming from behind, you have Gleyber Torres, you have Aaron Judge, and Soto back-to-back. Why would they not win? And Garrett Cole's coming back in about a month or 2. Come on. New York Yankees.
Well, see, a Yankee fan myself, you said it, though. They had to come back. Pitching is not good. The bullpen looked great today. The starting pitching without Cole, it might not be.
The bullpen's one of the most important parts of baseball, man.
That's true, but
starters aren't going 9 innings anymore. This is 1942 when they're going 9 innings.
Going into 6. I'm going with the Atlanta Braves. They are the same team as last year. They added Chris Sale. I mean, nothing but a great team who's been there
Chris
before.
Sale? Okay.
Okay, but lacked consistency. I think as a team who's been together now, and all they added, like I said, same team as last year, just bring in Chris Sale, they'll find consistency. They are my favorite to win it all. I think they can beat a team like the Dodgers. I mean, the Yankees, I love the Yankees, but
how are you going to
the pitching is just not where it
How are you
going to
contradict yourself and say that? All right, go ahead, Matt.
How's that one Frank Sinatra song go? Stars spreading the news. Ryan Joyce takes this one 2-1.
Come on! Go Yankees!
We gotta win. We gotta win, Ryan.
You gotta win. Good job.
I win all the time, man.
And that will do it for this episode of Laker Connection. Special thanks to Andrew Daly for joining us this week. We will see you next time on Laker Connections.
I'm gonna throw it anyway.
Welcome back to College Code, the newest show on WTOP. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this.
Back to another episode of College Code,
where we talk about everything that has to do with being a college student.
So, how's life going for everybody?
Life is going pretty good. I don't know. Life has been honestly quite stressful. You guys know I'm the head photographer for the Media Summit.
Oh, right. That's this week.
Yeah, which is this week. So like everything is like coming to a head.
Mhm.
All of the preparing, the planning, the stressing is